Next page, marital status, singles, we need to know that. Now, you're going to get divorce situations. And here's where the therapist comes in you. Divorce degree, I owed 100 grand, it's worth 50. My wife and I divorced. We were both on the mortgage. The divorce degree says I'm responsible. The bank doesn't care. Whoever signed the mortgage documents is responsible. If it says it in the divorce degree, once this is all done and completed, then they can go fight it out in court, and then I would have to pay my ex-wife her loss. If they're divorced and they both signed the mortgages, we're going to need paycheck stubs on both, bank statements on both, hardship letters on both. And I hear it all the time. I don't want my ex-husband to know what I make, and I don't want my ex-wife to know. That's okay. The two never cross each other, but we have to send it to the bank. If they do not cooperate, we can't do a short sale.
Are they both on the hook for the?
Yes. Yep, they're both on the hook for the deficiency.
I run into that quite a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, to tell you the truth, most of those go nowhere.
Correct, because they don't wait, and that divorce decree says this, that doesn't mean anything. The bank's lien and mortgage trumps any divorce decree you can draw up.
So if they're both responsible for the deficiency, like say if the deficiency is 20 grand, are they each like 10 and 10, or is it?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, like if they want 10, and they know, now we give the divorce decree to the bank showing that they are divorced, and then the bank says, we'll do a promissory note for you for 10 and you for 10.
What if they start the short sale process, they were married, and then in the middle, they get a divorce?
But they got to cooperate, because it has to do with household income. Let's use a different example. I was married to my current wife, Tammy, right here I owed $100,000. I got divorced and married Susie. Susie makes $200,000 a year. They're going to take my current household income, which is Susie's income and mine, and factor if I can afford this thing or not. Susie's not responsible for anything, but she is responsible for household income. And that will determine what they're going to do. But they can't make her sign, they can't hit her credit or anything like that. So it has to do with how you filed your tax returns. If it's two people on the tax returns in that same house, you both got to provide basic information. But when it comes to the divorce deal, them are tricky because you're going to be right in the middle of it too. I hate him, she hates me, whatever. We'll work together and we'll work on each one of them separately and explain to them, listen, if you don't do this, they're coming after you. They're coming after both of you. Well, my divorce degree says this, I understand that, but that does not hold in this. Has lender been contacted about a short sale, yes or no? And basic stuff. Okay, now here comes the nuts and bolts of the package. The next page says Nationwide Loan Hub Consulting Agreement. This allows us to put $500 on the HUD for Nationwide Loan Hub. 99.99% of the time, they will not pay this fee, and we're okay with that. Now, when they see this, see where it says 500 that provide, however, said consulting fee not to be less than 500? Read the next sentence, because this is crucial to the next couple of forms. This fee gets paid by the bank from the transaction and not from the homeowner directly. I.e., the homeowner never writes a check, the transaction itself pays the fees. This fee is contingent upon the success of negotiating the short sale. If the short sale is not approved, no fee is due. That one's not too difficult. The next one is where they get a little nervous. This is the retainer agreement. This allows Pinnacle Law to go on the HUD for $3,500. You can see blah, 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 $3,500, and in big, bold, black letters, in the event, client is entitled to a seller incentive and the lender does not pay any portion of the attorney fee, client agrees to sign client's rights to seller incentive to the attorney. There is some lenders out there that have relocation monies that are there. When we go down this path, sometimes the lender will say, do you want to do where they qualify for a HAFA? You guys have heard that before? HAFA is a program where the federal government kicks back the bank to give the homeowner a few $1,000s to move. It's relocation monies. If we go that route, and there is some of them that are getting checks for $10,000. Chase Bank has had, once in a blue moon, you'll see where they'll give the homeowner 10 grand at closing. Don't ask me why. Some pilot program they're trying. Bank of America's trying it right now in Florida where they're giving a homeowner $20,000 check when they close
On a short sale?
on a short sale
Oh, really?
and waiving the deficiency.
Wow.
Don't know who qualifies, we ask it all the time. In the event we get to that scenario and they didn't pay Nationwide Loan Help, they did not pay the attorney's fee, we're gonna call the homeowner and say, hey, you're getting $3,000, can you mail us a check for $1,000 for helping you? Usually they'll say yes. If they say no, we're not chasing them. We're not doing it. That's the only time we're ever gonna ask the homeowner, listen, we got you bonus money. Got the deficiency waived and you're getting a check. Can you help us out a little bit? Okay, next page. Next page has to do with the page underneath. The page underneath is the next Mars disclosure that I have to have the homeowners sign. We called Mars and wanted to change the font in some of the verbiage and they would not let us. Here is what the homeowner's going to do to you, and I swear it's going to happen 90% of the time. They start to read this. If you accept the offer, you will have to pay us an amount not to exceed $4,000, and they throw the paperwork down and say, I'm not paying them $4,000. Please read the next line. To be negotiated with your short sale lender out of available proceeds. If they won't give it to us, you don't owe it to us. You have to take them one step further. That's what that explanation of fees are right there. Pursuant to Nationwide Loan Help Consulting Agreement, Retainer Agreement, the fees contained in both agreements shall be paid out of available proceeds from the sale. In the event that the lender does not agree to pay said fees, the homeowner will not be responsible for them fees. They're going to skip over this page, they're going to see that $4,000, and they're going to scream. Say, please flip back the package by one page and read that. That will then get them over that. We tried to insert that verbiage in here, Marge would not let us do that. The next one is huge, hold harmless. There's agents out there, go online, that are getting sued from homeowners. That they negotiated their short sale on their own. There's a lot of lawsuits. I think there's 39 in the state of Michigan right now.
For those watching the video right now, it is against VRC policies to negotiate short sales.
Got
Please
it?
send to Nationwide Loan Help.
Do not negotiate your own short sale. Here is what happens. You negotiate, or somebody has negotiated in the past, a couple years goes by, all of a sudden here comes the judgment, and here they're going after wages. What do they then say? My agent said the deficiency was waived, or I would have never done this deal. Now you got a lawsuit. Guess who has to hire an attorney?
The broker.
Yep, because they sue you and the broker. This is a hold harmless. If we start the file, negotiate the file, and finish the file, anything happens that has to do with the short sale, we're covering you. We take all the responsibility. Next page is the power of attorney and authorization for the first lender. This must be notarized. Please explain to your homeowner what notarized means. It does not mean you sign it and then go run around and find somebody to notarize it. You must sign it in front of a notary. All banks do that, credit unions do that, and other people are not. I'm sure you got a notary here somewhere.
We got several.
Yeah, so if they're here, have them notarize it. Page 2 is the second lender. If there is 2 liens, I need this as well. If there's not 2 liens, guess what I don't need? If there is more than 2 liens, keep on copying that page and give me all the lien information. Next one is the realtor responsibility. Disregard everything on that list with the exception of I need the purchase agreement, the listing agreement, and we'll let you know what else we need. Next page is the homeowner's responsibility. Again, try to make it idiot-proof. We're going to need all that stuff right there. Next page is the contact information. Please make sure this is legible. Make sure email is legible. This is how we contact you. All this information gets inputted into our software system, and that's how we work the deal, and I'll get into how we do that here in a second. Next page, hardship form. Have the homeowner, if they can write or type, they don't even teach writing anymore in school here. Have them write a hardship letter. Please do not make it more than 1 page. If it's more than 1 page, some of these lenders are saying, sorry, rewrite it and shorten it up.